The UK is currently witnessing a problem that is usually associated with least developed nations. This is a crisis that nobody had even anticipated in their wildest dreams. That a developed country like the UK can also face a food crisis says a lot about the issue of food security and changing patterns of the world order. There is an acute shortage of essential vegetables and fruits in almost the entire UK, and the scarcity is slated to last for perhaps a couple of more months. But how did this happen? How did a developed nation like this one got thrown into the vortex of shortages of fruits and vegetables? Today in this video we decode exactly these aspects. But before that, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Oneindia. UK is running short of lettuce, tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, broccoli, cauliflowers and raspberries. All these are staple vegetables here. The country has already been reeling under higher costs of living and increasing inflation, and latest data says that grocery prices have increased by up to 17% in the last few days. That is one of the highest rates of inflation that UK has seen lately when it comes to food and groceries. The inflation figures come just days after a national shortage of some fruits and vegetables prompted 5 of the 6 biggest supermarkets in the United Kingdom to impose limits on purchases. Last week, Tesco, the country's largest grocery retailer, had said it would for the time being restrict customers to 3 packs of tomatoes, cucumbers and peppers each. And also last week itself, Theresa Coffey, Minister for the Environment, Food and Rural Affairs, warned that these shortages could last up to another month. She has been widely mocked for saying Britons who cannot get hold of salad vegetables might want to consider turnips instead. But what are the reasons for this? Many blame weather disruption due to climate change for the current shortages. The UK imports around 90% of its lettuce and 95% of its tomato in the winter months from Spain and North Africa. Now, southern Spain, where the produce is grown, has seen unusually cold weather. Crops in North Africa's Morocco have been damaged by floods and ferries were cancelled or delayed due to storms. The UK grows its own vegetables and sources them from the Netherlands at this time of the year. The high energy costs in the past winter have led to less winter production in greenhouses in Britain and the Netherlands. Certain crops like tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers and brinjals are grown in greenhouses because of the low temperature in these regions. So, farmers in both countries have cut winter crop production in greenhouses due to higher electricity prices. UK's National Farmers Union have said they are finding it very difficult to meet their energy costs, partly due to the Ukraine war and the reduction of European dependence on the Russian fuel. Another possible factor many are pointing at is the Brexit. Though the formal exit happened in 2020, there is still a significant volume of rules and regulations to be negotiated between the UK and other countries. Many think since the UK has left the EU single market and introduced trade barriers, the supply of goods is not as smooth to the UK as among the EU countries. Since trade between EU countries and the UK now flows less freely after Brexit, truckers are reportedly said to be not too keen to transport produce to the country. Although many have negated this assertion, saying that more than the Brexit, lower domestic production and more complex supply chains as well as a price-sensitive market could be the reason. Yet another reason for the shortages could be that the British growers prefer not to grow salad vegetables due to low prices that their produce fetches from the UK's highly competitive supermarkets, which have to keep prices low in comparison with those in Europe. Some growers instead opt to grow weeds, which incurs less input cost. So, in short, high energy costs, climate vagaries in the countries Britain imports vegetables and fruits from, and low rate of return for farmers are the reason UK is seeing this winter of hunger. We hope you would like this new video. Thank you so much for watching.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.